Wants to know, when you get money from crypto to your bank account, do you have to pay taxes? Technically, when you sell for a profit, that is key, it is a taxable event. But you don't owe your taxes right then and there at that moment in time. I'm not a tax advisor. I cannot give you tax advice. But here are some general things to consider. There is long-term capital gains and there is short-term capital gains. If you buy an asset and sell an asset less than a year for a profit, that's key, you have to profit, you owe short-term capital gains on the bought Bitcoin for $1,000. You held Bitcoin for 3 months and Bitcoin went to $2,000. A lot of people think for some reason that they owe $2,000 in taxes now, but you only owe the short-term capital gains on the profited $1,000 amount. Short-term capital gains is typically 40%. So in this made-up scenario, you would owe $400. Now, let's say you bought Bitcoin. You held Bitcoin for 1 year and 1 day. You bought it for $1,000 and you sold it for $2,000. This is now long-term capital gains. Long-term capital gains is generally 20%. So in this case, you would owe $200. You would owe 20% on the $1,000 of profit, not the total amount. Also, you have to profit in your total portfolio. Let's say you bought Bitcoin for $1,000. You sold it for $2,000. You had it for a year. You would owe $200, right? Well, let's say you bought Dogecoin. You bought it for $1,000. You held it for a year and you lost $200. It's now worth $800. If you sold both of them, you wouldn't owe anything. Maybe you have a fancy computer for charting. That's a tax write-off. About your TradingView Pro membership, that's a tax write-off. Again, let me reiterate, I am not a tax professional. This is not tax advice. This is simply things for you to consider with your tax professional. Follow me for more, you savages.